Welcome to Senior Health, where we believe that growing older can mean growing stronger, wiser, and healthier every day. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Or spent a few minutes trying to recall a name that used to roll right off your tongue? If you're over 60, you're certainly not alone. These little memory hiccups are a normal part of aging, but they don't have to be a sign of decline. In fact, there's good news. Your brain, just like your body, can be exercised and strengthened. In today's video, we're exploring a joyful and proven way to keep your mind sharp: memory games. These aren't just pastimes or distractions. They're simple tools that can help you stay mentally agile, improve your focus, and bring a sense of fun and accomplishment into your day. So stay with me until the end, because even just a few minutes a day can make a big difference in your brain health and your sense of well-being. Let's begin. 1. How the aging brain changes. Let's start by gently understanding what's really happening inside our minds as we age. It's true that certain cognitive functions, like speed of recall or multitasking, may slow down a bit. But this isn't a malfunction. It's a natural shift. Think of it like your brain switching from sprinting to a more thoughtful stroll. You're still covering ground, just with more purpose and care. Short-term memory, the ability to hold on to information briefly, like remembering a phone number just long enough to dial it, is often the first area people notice changes. It's common to forget a name, misplace keys, or blank out on an appointment. These are usually mild and manageable. Now, it's important to distinguish between this kind of normal forgetfulness and more serious memory issues. If you or someone you know is frequently repeating questions, getting lost in familiar places, or struggling with day-to-day tasks, it might be time to consult a healthcare provider. But here's the key takeaway. Your brain is capable of adapting. This adaptability is called neuroplasticity. Even as we age, the brain can form new connections, build new pathways, and stay flexible, as long as we give it something to work with. That's where memory games come in. These small, structured challenges help stimulate different areas of the brain. They keep you engaged, alert, and entertained, all at once. Think of them as your brain's daily stretches and squats. Playing memory games consistently can strengthen the parts of your brain responsible for attention, pattern recognition, and problem solving. And the beauty is, you don't need anything fancy to get started. Even 5 or 10 minutes a day can lead to noticeable improvement. In the next section, we'll look at some classic memory card games. Simple, familiar activities that can bring both joy and mental clarity to your routine. 2. Classic memory card games. Now that we understand how aging affects the brain, let's talk about one of the simplest and most effective ways to support it: classic memory card games. You might remember playing these when you were younger, or perhaps with your children or grandchildren. But don't let their simplicity fool you. These games offer more than entertainment. They provide genuine cognitive stimulation. Matching pairs is a great example. The game is straightforward. You place cards face down, turn 2 over at a time, and try to remember where each one is. It's a workout for your brain's visual memory and short-term recall. And it's surprisingly satisfying when you start to get better at it. One of the beautiful things about this type of game is that it can be as simple or as personalized as you want. You don't need a store-bought set of cards. You can create your own using family photos, images of places you've traveled, or even illustrations from old greeting cards. When the cards mean something to you personally, you're emotional. Connection enhances the memory experience. If you're playing with someone else, a partner, a friend, or a grandchild, it adds a wonderful social element to the experience. These interactions can lift your mood, improve communication, and give both of you something meaningful to share. And don't worry if it feels a little challenging at first. That's actually a good thing. When your brain has to work a bit to remember or recognize patterns, it builds new connections. Just like lifting light weights can tone your muscles, practicing card games tones your memory. You might try playing a round or two each day after lunch or during a quiet evening. Make it a routine, not a chore, something enjoyable, something you look forward to. You can even set small goals for yourself, like reducing your time or increasing the number of pairs you find in one sitting. And remember, consistency is more important than performance. This isn't a competition. It's a practice. The goal isn't perfection. It's participation. And in this case, participation truly strengthens cognition. In our next segment, we'll move into the digital world, exploring how apps and games on your phone or tablet can offer even more ways to stay sharp and engaged. 3. Digital brain games and apps. As technology becomes more a part of our daily lives, it also opens up new opportunities for mental engagement. Many seniors are now embracing smartphones and tablets not just for communication, but for brain training. And there's a good reason why. Apps like Lumosity, Elevate, Peak, and others are specifically designed to support cognitive health. These programs offer a variety of mini-games focused on memory, attention, problem-solving, and language. What's great is that they often adjust the difficulty level as you progress, so you're constantly being challenged without feeling overwhelmed. For example, you might play a game where you need to remember a pattern of lights or follow a sequence of numbers. Or you may be given a series of words and asked to match them to definitions. These games are short, often just a few minutes, but they provide immediate feedback, which helps keep you motivated. One of the biggest benefits of using digital games is convenience. You can play anytime, while waiting for your coffee to brew, during a quiet afternoon, or right before bed. And because the games are visual and interactive, they can be more engaging than a traditional puzzle on paper. It's also worth noting that many of these apps track your progress over time. You can see improvements in your response speed or memory accuracy, which is not only encouraging but also gives you a sense of control and accomplishment. If you're not tech-savvy, don't worry. Many of these apps are designed with older adults in mind. Look for ones that offer clear instructions, large text, and minimal distractions. You can ask a family member or friend to help you install and get started. It only takes a few minutes. Start with a small goal, like playing for 10 minutes a day. That might not sound like much, but just like walking daily adds up for physical health, short mental workouts build resilience over time, and you might find yourself looking forward to these moments. A quiet time to exercise your brain, free of pressure. So whether you prefer your card games at the kitchen table or digital puzzles on your tablet, the important thing is that you're keeping your mind active. In the next part, we'll look at some traditional word and number games that have been favorites for generations, and for good reason. 4. Word and number. Challenges. Now let's explore some timeless classics. Word and number games. These are the kinds of mental challenges many of us grew up with, and they continue to offer incredible benefits for cognitive health. Take crosswords, for instance. These puzzles do more than fill a page. They stimulate the parts of your brain responsible for language, memory, and reasoning. Solving clues requires recall, vocabulary, and a little logic, all working together. And there's a deep sense of satisfaction when the pieces click into place. If you enjoy words but find crosswords too tricky, start with word searches. They're simpler, but still challenge your pattern recognition and visual memory. Plus, they can be customized around themes you love: gardening, travel, history. whatever keeps you interested. Then there's Sudoku. This number puzzle might look intimidating at first, but it's based on logic, not math. You're not adding or multiplying, you're looking for patterns. Many people find that once they understand the rhythm of the game, it becomes a relaxing and even meditative activity. For beginners, look for large print versions or easy-level puzzles. Start with just 1 or 2 a day. Over time, you'll notice an improvement in your ability to focus, problem solve, and work through challenges with more ease. Another fun option is a simple daily number challenge. Something like adding up a list of numbers in your head or estimating prices while grocery shopping. These little moments of mental math help keep your brain alert and engaged with the world around you. You can even combine word and number play into one activity. Try writing a short poem with a theme and a set number of lines, or challenge yourself to come up with 10 words that start with the same letter in under a minute. Small, spontaneous games like this can be fun and surprisingly effective. What makes these activities powerful isn't their complexity. It's the consistency and joy they bring. When your brain engages in play that feels natural and meaningful, it responds by staying flexible and strong. In the next part, we'll look at how social games, the kind you play with family and friends, can do more than just bring laughter. They can actually help improve your memory and emotional well-being. 5. Social memory games with family and friends. Let's talk about something that brings joy, laughter, and connection. Playing games with the people you love. These types of games aren't just about having fun. They're a powerful way to build and preserve memory while deepening relationships. Think about a game of 20 questions around the dinner table. Not only does it encourage recall and creative thinking, it often leads to storytelling and shared memories. This emotional connection adds another layer of meaning to the mental challenge. And that's where the magic happens. Or consider a themed memory challenge like naming as many vegetables, states, or famous movies as you can in 60 seconds. It's lighthearted, engaging, and a great way to stimulate your brain without feeling like it's work. You can also try collaborative games where you build a story together, one sentence at a time. This encourages listening, thinking ahead, and using your imagination. It often results in a lot of laughter, which in itself is wonderful for the brain and spirit. Even simple trivia games, ones you create yourself with family photos, old events, or favorite vacations, can spark deep engagement. Questions like, "Where was this taken?" or "Who's in this picture?" become memory exercises wrapped in warmth and nostalgia. One of the best parts about social games is that they turn memory practice into a shared experience. You're not just working on your mind, you're strengthening your social bonds, which are deeply tied to emotional and cognitive health. Whether it's game night with grandkids, a casual afternoon with friends, or a simple chat on the phone that turns into a fun quiz, these interactions nourish your brain in meaningful ways. You feel connected, seen, and engaged. In our final section, we'll bring it all together, showing how just a few minutes of mindful, joyful play can truly support long-term brain health and help you feel your best each day. Closing, small habits, big impact. As we've explored today, memory games aren't just for passing the time. They're an investment in your well-being. Whether you're playing cards, exploring an app, solving a puzzle, or sharing stories with loved ones, you're giving your brain the attention and activity it craves. And here's the heart of it all. You don't need hours or expensive tools. Just a little time, a little joy, and a little consistency. Think of these games as mental nutrition, nourishing your focus, your recall, and your confidence one day at a time. So I encourage you to pick one of the ideas from today and give it a try. Play a memory game after lunch. Challenge a friend to trivia. Try out an app before bed. Start small and let it grow, because your brain is not done learning, growing, or enjoying. In fact, with the right care, it may surprise you with just how sharp, joyful, and engaged it can still be. Thanks for spending your time with us here at Senior Health. Remember, your health journey isn't about perfection. It's about progress, one gentle step at a time. If today's video brought you clarity or comfort, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with someone who might benefit. We're here to grow healthier together. See you next time. And until then, stay kind to your body and your mind.